So basically in this tutorial, I'm gonna quick show you how to use your hole wizard and how to make drawings of a part so that you could send them out to a manufacturer or get made. So basically we start this off. I'm gonna click on this face here and this hover menu is gonna come up and I can edit part because I want to edit this bracket here. So we'll scroll in here. Now we want to go to features tab and there's your hole wizard. We want to put the holes here. We'll be able to probably see them better as we click the hole wizard. Kind of, I'll show you how to use it. So first of all, you should know what size of the hole it is. I believe ours is M2s, so that's 2 millimeters. Go here. So now we're in positions. We're gonna click the face we want it on. We want it on that face. I can put it at this angle or this angle. But as you see, it's a little hard to find. I guess I can find it pretty easy, but it's hard to find from that side, so I like to go to this side. And we can find it when it goes orange. You're good. You're looking for when it goes orange. There we go. You see those line up. They do look like M2s. So put those holes in there. And that part now has some holes right through. You can pick the depth of those holes in that menu before clicking. So be aware of that. So you don't want to cut through the part if it's over here. You don't want to extrude through the part and actually break your other part. So now we can exit that component because we were in that component. Now let's quickly do this side in the same manner. We'll edit part. We'll go to our features, hole wizard, M2 holes, and this is what I mean through all. I can go through all because I just need to go through those faces. If there's another part, if there's another piece of your part you're gonna have to go through, it might interfere with that part, and yeah, so we'll just go through all for our. Now we'll do the positioning. You want to pick the face, click just once for the face, and then as you see, it's pretty easy to find the orange. Sometimes it gives you a problem and you have to rotate the camera. Oops. I definitely click there. Let's just back up. Press OK. Go back to position, and there it is. Just snapped right in. So as you can see, we have holes where we need exit this, and there's our holes. Now I'm trying to put together a document that shows all the designs in our appendix section for our setup. So basically to do that, I'm making drawings of every single part one by one. So let's go ahead and make one of those drawings just so you can get an idea. So here's one that I did earlier. Now let's make our own, and you select drawing before going in. After this, you select your template, your borders, and everything for your drawing. Now here you can select the part you want to bring in. So if you go to browse, you can look through all the different parts. I know mine is in the gyro and reaction wheel section. So if I go through here, I'm going to look for the gyro ones, small, and I need the other one. So let's go ahead and do this other one real quick. Now you can see it just gives you a square of what you're going to place, but the face will show once you click. So I like to do an isometric view somewhere, maybe in the corner, so they get a good image of it. Can make it smaller or bigger. depending on ratio. So here, if you come into custom ratio, if I were to adjust these numbers to, let's say, 1 for 1, you would get a lot smaller. Make it even smaller, you can adjust it as accordingly. So I think that was a little bit too big even, but I'll keep it for now. So that's good for that drawing. Now I'm going to bring in that drawing again, but from a different angle. So it's right here if you want to select it. And I want this underneath angle so I can show the measurements of the holes. I also want a few more angles. I'm just going to place this and then go back into view model and do the same thing. Repeat and then new face here. And this basically shows the entire part and all the measurements that someone would need. You should probably give a side view or measure off of here for, see that? The radius, you want to give the radius, so it's a good idea to maybe use a side view as well. Alright, now that you have all your pictures in, you can arrange them to make them beautiful and in any way you'd like. Add different images. Maybe you want to bring the actual shape in from Solidworks and lay it on here so they can visualize it. Whatever really floats your boat. So just set them like this. And now we can actually change the drawings measurements, or sorry, not change them, but document them on this paper for whoever's reading it. So if they were curious on how high this part has to be, you can click both sides here and indicate it anywhere on the screen. I suggest leaving room but not spacing too much. Room for any other measurements that might need to go in between there. So even this radius should be documented so they know exactly where they're bending and how much they're bending to 90 degrees. They use different jigs to go in these corners, so you can also do this for holes, for taking hole measurements. Put this one nice and close because then we can do one from an end. They can see the end measurement, maybe overlap those ones. And now as you can see, you can put all the measurements needed for the person to understand what you're trying to build. Thanks for watching. That ends this tutorial.